What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video I have another unboxing. Got a couple of rare models in here. I picked this up from a restock set that Waffle got last Friday. There was a lot of good restocks, mostly of Aero Classics. So apparently he found them from a source that just wasn't selling them or something, according to the newsletter he posted on his website. So he pretty much got all the stock, and now a lot of them have ended up in collectors' hands, which I do appreciate. So I'll go ahead and take them out. I also bought another random restock that he had lying around. And it is a model I have kind of wanted, but have kind of prevented myself from getting it for certain reasons. But I think before it disappears and I get the urge to have one of these, I figured I should probably get it now before time is up. Oh god, this box is like considerably harder to open. There we go. Now we've made our way in. So it looks like we got box number 1 up here. There should be 2 models. I'm at least hoping there are 2 models. Yeah, it looks like there are 2 models because look how long this is. And then the rest is probably just a bunch of wrapping paper, or newspaper rather. So go ahead and unwrap the first one. And it is the Alaska Embraer 175 in the Honoring Those Who Serve livery. So yeah, what I've just noticed is that there is a little QR code on the side. I'm afraid to show it in case, you know, somebody wants to scan this or anything, but I don't even know if this is like a valid QR code anymore, so. But just to be safe, I won't show it. And yes, we do have 2 models, and it is this one. This is a Velocity Models Jetblue Airbus A320. The registration of this one is November 613 Juliet Bravo, and the aircraft name is Bahama Blue. And that is a lovely box design. That is beautiful. So this will be my first Velocity model, which will be quite interesting to see how that plays out. Let's head up to the studio and unbox this. And here we go. Let's unbox the Gemini Jets Alaska Embraer 175 in the Honoring Those Who Serve livery. Now this is one that he's had in quite a large quantity, so apparently it hasn't sold that well for Waffle. But this is a model that was released from the June 2020 releases, and really the only model that did interest me, but I decided to pass up on this. But with it now being almost a year since it's been released and with it still sticking around, I figured, why not? So there it is inside. Doesn't look to be broken or anything, at least I hope. So we'll figure that out when we open up the box. And then there is the aircraft information on the underside of the flap. On the back, it is a 2020 release, as expected. There is his database number, 80296. And the item number for this one is GJASA1906. So figure out if this thing is actually broken or not. If it is, oh, yeah, it's like standing up a little weird. Yeah, it's like standing up weird. I hope that's a sign this is broken. Oh no, okay, we are good, at least I hope. Yeah, so both wings look to be glued in and everything, so yeah, we are good on this one. And here is the Alaska Embraer 175 in the Honoring Those Who Serve livery. So they got a couple of aircraft painted in this livery. They've got a 737-800, a 900, and then you also got this Embraer 175. Not sure if other aircraft are expected to get this. Most likely, maybe, but I don't know. I think they got plenty. I'm thinking about the One World livery. I think a One World livery may be coming to an Embraer 175, but I don't know. It would look cool on that aircraft, though. So, start off at the front. We have the cockpit windows. Got the little logo down there, the little emblem down there related to the livery, which was also on the NG 737-800 that I got of this exact livery. Got the Honoring Those Who Serve titles, and then a little decal next to the L1 door. You can see it right there. And they got the Alaska titles and a bit of a... Oh my god. Did my Siri... my Siri just activated. My phone just activated with Siri. It's gonna go... Oh my god. Alright, so where were we? We had that little interruption there, but there is the Alaska titles in that that slightly darker gray color compared to the body color there. I got a little bit of a red transition line, and then a bunch of blue here on the back, and then there's Chester with that blue tint. Registration is November 651 Quebec X-Ray. And then we do have the winglet. So the camera likes to focus on the winglet, but the one time I actually wanted to focus on it, it's not going to focus on it. There we go. So you can see the winglet there. It's got the American flag on it, and I'm assuming the other side is about the same. It looks like it is. You can kind of see it there. Let's take a look at the wing angle. So I'm going to lower the camera down a little bit so you can kind of see that better from a more eye-level perspective. And we'll center it here, and there we go. So there is the wing angle. Looks to be just about as bad as on the United Express release from earlier in that year. It was in February, I think it was released, shortly before the whole world shut down, so we all know what happened. I've noticed that the left horizontal stabilizer, the right one, is a little loose. It's not moving around or anything, but it looks like it wasn't attached properly. There's a bit of a slightly bigger gap in it compared to the left side one, but it doesn't look like it's going to come out on its own, so I won't really bother with it too much. But yeah, that's my Alaska 175. Will be useful for certain airport updates, especially the random model airport ones, so we'll see how that turns out. Now we'll move on to the Velocity one. And here it is, my first Velocity model in the collection. This is the JetBlue Airbus A320 with the tartan tail, I think it's called. The database says it's a plate tail, but I think it's actually a tartan tail, so some type of unique style for their tails. So JetBlue has a lot of those unique designs for their tails, so there's a bunch of them floating around. I love the front of this box. This is beautiful box art. This is like a level above NG in terms of the creativity. The beautiful sunset, along with a really cool image of the plane. You got the little Velocity models logo down there in the bottom left. On the top side is relatively blank, and the bottom side is too. On the right side, you got Velocity models, another image of the plane, 1/400 scale, and the product code, which is VM0005. And on the side, we got the database sticker right there, so take that off, 71299. Looks like this is also from Wings World, so that is quite interesting. So this must be where Waffle gets a lot of his restocks from Wings World, which I believe is a Chinese, retailer that is from China. So another little sticker there, Alpha 2. So my Alaska did have that little QR code, but I'm afraid to show it just in case, it still functions, but I don't think it does. And on the back, you got the Velocity models logo. New releases are being added monthly to our website, so that's kind of a copy and paste of what Gemini Jets does, so that's quite interesting. And there's their like us on Facebook thing, but I'm assuming their Facebook page is no longer active because I think they have gone out of business now in the last couple of years. So this was made in like 2015, so I'm assuming they have gone out of business since. Let's go ahead and take this out. This is quite a tight box. It's significantly small too. Wow, that looks beautiful in there. Hopefully the colors are just as good as Gemini, not the crap that they do today. And there we go. Looks beautiful. Wow. First JetBlue A320 in the normal livery. This is one. And here is the Velocity Models JetBlue A320. Now this looks like it's on an Aero Classics mold, which is kind of interesting. So I'm assuming this is the mold that they decided to use. Or it's not really an Aero Classics mold, it's just more the mold that Aero Classics likes to use the most for their A320 releases. So it does have kind of that style of an Aero Classics mold, like the cockpit windows and landing gear. It does look like an Aero Classics mold, so I'm going to go ahead and assume it is. So the front, we got the cockpit windows, got the little aircraft name down there, which is Bahama Blue, if I remember correctly. Looks like it is. Now the L1 door, the enlarged JetBlue billboard titles, and then nothing really else on the aircraft. And then you got the registration back there, Airbus A320 underneath the windows, and then the tartan tail, which looks beautifully crafted on this model. And then we'll check out the underside of this model. So we do have a stand hole, no branding, thankfully. So it doesn't look all that stupid with, like what Gemini Jets does. So yeah, that looks to be good. I paid almost $50 for this, so this is, I'm assuming this is quite rare. All the Velocity models, they must be rare. So yeah, that's just kind of how it is. So that is the unboxing. Just 2 models, just a little unboxing video. Picked up a couple of good restocks from Waffle Collectibles. So wonderful retailer once more. Doing his job to get some very rare models, some new old stocks sometimes that have been sitting around for, say, 20 years at most, and then getting them out to collectors across the world. I do appreciate his efforts to do that. So that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.